Okay, so you might have heard about text-based emails in e-commerce email marketing, or you might see my other videos, but I wanted to show you what real text-based emails look like. So in this video, I'm showing you actual text-based emails that generated anywhere from $3,000 to $5,000 in sales. I'm just excluding the name of the brand for privacy reasons, but these are actual emails that we sent out on behalf of a client. So let's get started. First, what are text-based emails? In case you're not familiar with them, I'm going to explain it briefly. And why should we send text-based emails? Now, let me make myself a little smaller here. So the pros, there's superior email deliverability, meaning it's way more likely for these emails to land in the notification folder or the main folder. And this leads to more opens, and more opens means more sales, which is what we want. Number two, these emails are by nature mobile optimized. Now, with clients, we've seen that 50 to 70% of opens come from mobile, depending on the demographics. Now, when you're sending text-based emails, by nature, they are optimized for mobile, meaning the readability is higher. They are easier on the eyes, as opposed to the signed email, which sometimes the text is just too small for your subscribers to read what you're trying to say. Now, when a message, it's easier on the eyes, it's easier on the brain, just like if you were seeing a billboard on the street, you're going at 300 miles per hour, you see a billboard for a flash of a second, you're not getting persuaded by it. But if you're going at 30 miles per hour, it's way more likely you're going to read entirely what it says, and the persuasive power of that same message is higher. It's kind of like what's happening here. And with more persuasive power come more sales. Number three, by nature, these emails have more contrast. And here's what I mean by this. Contrast is a key advertising principle. Our attention goes to anything that has contrast. It's the principle of zigging when everyone else is sagging. So at the moment, 99% of e-commerce brands are selling to typically signed emails. Now, when you send one of these emails and you're a brand, you stand out. And when you stand out, people pay more attention. And when people pay more attention, you get more sales. Simple. And number four, you're gonna see some examples in a moment, but with these emails, we simply have more room for persuasion because we usually have longer copy than with the signed emails. So we have simply more room to make a better sales argument to convince someone why they should take action on whatever we're trying to do, usually to buy your products. And that leads to more sales. So we have four pros here, which make text-based email superior. And of course, there's some cons. So text-based emails usually are not good for visual products like clothing, art, and so on. One could make the case that there's room for text-based emails here, and it's true. But as a rule of thumb, if you're selling fashion, you want to send emails showing models wearing your products and overall trying to sell the lifestyle behind. So, but that's for another topic. Now, before I continue, some context. If this is the first video you're seeing from me, I'm Matias Pirelli, the founder of Email Engineers. We are a lean and mean team that helps 7- and 8-figure e-commerce brands make more money with email after others can't. And so far, we've generated way over $10 million in sales, but I just stopped counting. Now, what you're here for? Let me break down 5 emails. Now, some background on the client that we send these emails for. It's a 7-figure brand. It was doing around $200,000 per month. The products they're selling are high tickets, so $500, $1,500, $5,000 aftermarket car parts, so modification, for example, wheels, exhaust, spoilers, suspension, and so on. So high ticket brand, 7 figures, around $2,000 per month, and every one of these emails made around $3,000 to $5,000. And some context on the strategy behind these emails. So this is a brand that carries multiple brands. So these are not their products, right? This is Akaprovich, very known in the auto industry, aftermarket wheels, and so on. So it's not their products. They carry other products, similar to doing high ticket dropshipping, which is all the rage right now. They simply are selling other people's brands. Now, when you're doing that, you have to stand out from the other 10, 20, 50 retailers carrying the same brand. And how do you do that? By getting your subscribers, your audience, your market to know, like, and trust you. And the easiest way to do that is through personality emails, which is what we're doing here. So as you will see, these are emails that you can send at any time of the year, what we could call evergreen emails. So you can send these emails year round without needing to discount at all. That's the beauty of these emails. They all help you with your brand know, like, and trust factors, help you with the personality of your brand. And normally, as I'm going to show you, there's a face of the brand who's sending these emails. In this case, it was the founder, but could be someone from customer support or a co-founder of any other person. At the end of the day, they end up liking you, and they choose you over the other 10, 50 brands, retailers, because they like you. And as you'll see, we don't talk much about the unique selling propositions, such as, talking about our shipping times or any other stuff, because that's taken care of in the flows normally. And we could also send other campaigns talking about that, but I wanted to show you extreme examples of emails that are very different from what everyone else is doing in email marketing, which is, hey, we are cool, look at this review, we're cool, we have 5,000 reviews, buy from us, we have very speedy shipping, buy from us, which is the typical thing that everyone does. This is the opposite of that, and this is why every single one of the clients we have worked with, where we implemented this brand, we double, triple the email sales. Now, let's get started with email one. And the subject line goes like this: guess who joined the Lambo Club? Preview, quirky, and featurey. This is the email. Guess who just got their hands on a Lamborghini Countach? Our beloved YouTube car guru, Doug the Muro. Very cool videos. I've always been a fan of Doug. His raw passion and geeky love for cars is so contagious. He dives deep, keeps things real, and his love for quicks and feature is legendary. So this is my salute to you. Now, about the Countach. Didn't we all have that poster on our walls as kids? I sure did. This car is pure raw 80s with its iconic scissor doors and wedge-shaped design. It was a dream machine for many. A few cool things about the Countach. It redefined what a supercar could be. Did you know it was one of the first cars to use cab-forward design, pushing the passenger compartment forward for more engine space? Clever. Anyway, we might not have a Lamborghini in your garage yet, but we can all experience the thrill of modding our rides. Whether you're looking for exhaust that roar, wheels that dazzle, or performance mods brand, we replace that, is your go-to pit stop. You see, our passion isn't just about admiring from afar. It's about diving in, getting our hands dirty, and making your car the best version of itself. Click here to shop brand. Talk soon. Mark, founder of brand. Now, can you see how this is completely opposite of the type of email that e-commerce brands are sending? Again, this is all helping us build this personality behind the brand, getting people to know, like, and trust us, right? Again, all the 10 other retailers, 10, 20, 50 retailers, I'm going to keep hammering on that because sometimes it's a lot of competition you have, are sending emails. Sometimes they are not even sending emails at all, and if you adopt this strategy, you're gonna eat the competition. But anyway, this is email number one. Let's go to email number two. So we have email number 2, subject line, Porsche latest move with the 918 ST, or Porsche, if you're fancy. Let's talk about the much anticipated 2024 Porsche 918 ST for a moment. And it says, starts with the preview line. Only 1963 of these beauties will be made, and that scarcity, pure gold for resellers. But Porsche taking a stand. Here's the twist. Instead of letting buyers quickly flip their purchase for profit, Porsche decide you can't legally own the 918 ST for a year after getting your hands on it. Instead, they lease it to you. Why, you ask? It's all about deterring flippers. Porsche want these cars to land in the hands of true enthusiasts, people who value the 9,000 RPM flat 6 enclosed radio 6-speed manual transmission, not just the potential dollar signs. It's a beautiful car, by the way. Here's the thing though. While this approach makes sense, I can't help but think of dealers who mark up prices like there's no tomorrow. This is true. Yes, dealers are often the primary culprits, and they're pocketing big bucks from us enthusiasts. If Porsche is cracking down on the individual resellers, shouldn't the dealers get the same treatment? But hey, maybe I'm being optimistic. Maybe, just maybe, after a year, the hype around the 918 ST will die down a tad, and genuine enthusiasts can enjoy their cars without feeling the weight of a massive price tag. I don't know. Anyway, speaking of enjoying our rides, remember, no matter the make or model, it's the personal touches that make your car unique. Looking for quality parts without the dealership markup? Head over to Brand. We've got everything you need to make your ride truly yours. Until next time, Mark, founder, Brand. See you again. Someone who's in the market, someone who's a car enthusiast is gonna love this. It's gonna resonate. It's gonna say, yes, this is true all around the email. And at the end of the day, it's gonna say, okay, I like these guys. I'm gonna buy from these guys. Simple as that. Now, third email. It says, let's talk about the new BMW i5 preview. Have you seen it yet? Curiosity. Have you seen the new BMW i5 yet? When BMW introduces a new model, it always throws the limelight on previous design. And boy, does the new i5 make the older version shine brighter. There's a photo. You know, there was something incredibly special about the time-old blend of sportiness and luxury that the previous model offered. But hear me out. The BMW i5 misses the mark somewhat for me. They've shed some of the sporty spirit that we so associate with this legendary brand. Definitely, the i5 carries the BMW badge with pride, but does it carry the soul of it? You remember the BMW M55A, right? Pure acceleration at every turn, brimming with that sporty spirit we love. Now, when you compare this against the heavier electric dynamics of the new BMW i5, you realize what's missing. Now, speaking of missing, find your next exhaust, wheel, performance, aero mods, and more at Brand. Let's make driving great again. Mark, founder of Brand. Again, this is something every car enthusiast can agree with, and that's the idea, right? And some context behind all of these emails, these come from research. These come from diving deep into this client market. I mean, there's no way to come up with this any other way. You have to be in the market for this, which is what we do when we take a new client. You have to do your research. There's no other way, and this is why very few e-commerce brands are doing this, and just take the simple approach of, going to reallygoodemails.com and grabbing some inspiration and just doing what everyone else is doing and getting the results that everyone else is doing. So if you want to go to the next level, you have to do this. There's no other way, especially nowadays, 2024 and beyond. There's more email competition. There's more people who started doing email marketing because the times are tougher, they need some extra cash, or the market the market sophistication is higher, so they read somewhere that they need to do email marketing, they are signed up to this email newsletter, they know that they need to do email marketing, so they start doing something, and they start doing what everyone else is doing. They get some results, and they keep just repeating the same thing over and over. But now those who do this stand out and own the market. Moving on to the next email. Email 4, subject line, the real reason behind Tesla's lead? Shocking. Pure curiosity here. I love it. Recently, a good friend of mine took the EV leap, electric vehicle. Exciting for him, right? Well, it quickly turned into a series of unfortunate events. The honeymoon phase ended quicker than you would imagine. Broken chargers, offline stations, and so on. For a cutting-edge car, he's sure spending a lot of time grappling with some frustratingly low-tech issues. Picture this. Stuck at a charger with just 10% juice left and all the techie ways to recharge turning into dead ends. Nothing working. Not the futuristic experience he signed up for. So here's the burning question. Why is Tesla leaving other in its electric dust? It's all in the charging network, my friend. And this is the Achilles tendon for every other EV maker out there. It's not about building a fancy car. It's about the ecosystem that supports it. You know, there's a reason combustion cars have been around and are still undefeated. They're reliable. They have a network that's been refined over a century, fuel stations. And while change is always welcome, it's got to make our lives easier, not harder. For now, if you're looking for dependability and fewer headaches, your trusty petrol or diesel beast remains king. Speaking of which, if you're in the mood to give your ride a little upgrade or just keep it in tip-top shape, why not check out the brand? It's where passion meets performance. We got over 8,000 top-tier parts to make sure your car always delivers the thrill you seek. Shop here. All in-stock orders placed before 12 p.m. PST will ship within a day. And if by chance something's out of stock, you'll hear from us ASAP. Mark, founder, brand. Now, here we introduce a unique selling proposition, USP. So we'll talk about shipping times. We can do this in every other email. It's not a problem. And this actually helps stand out, talking about our good service. And this is email number 4, which again, everyone can agree with. And finally, we have email 5. But is everything making sense so far? I hope it does. Email number 5, subject line, why newer models don't always win. Preview. The other day I stumbled upon this cool video by, and it's basically the first line, by Throttle House on YouTube, where they diving deep into a face-off between the 2024 Maserati Gran Turismo and its older 28 counterpart. And man, this got my attention. You know how we sometimes drool over the latest car models? This was my first thought when I saw the sleek lines of the 2024 Maserati. But when they showed the older Gran Turismo, which despite being a high mileage car, it still stood proudly next to its successor. A testament to one of the prettiest designs in modern automotive history. And it's true, it's a beautiful car. I won't sugarcoat it. The older Maserati has its quirks. Common issues like the cooling hose cracking due to heat or the notorious cam variation issue. But when they fired up that engine, the sound, that growl and bark was pure music. And here's the funny part. Even with 16 years separating the two models, they still look eerily similar. The new one, sharper. The older, classic charm. The interior might not be as plush, and the air conditioning might have leave you wanting. But the soul, the older Maserati has it in spades. While the new Maserati sounds won't turn heads the same way, the older model with its unmistakable growl definitely will. So, if you're thinking of getting your hands on an older car, especially one with such charm, and are eager to give it a modern touch, you're in luck. At Brand, we've got everything you need to modify and enhance your ride. Discover our huge range of aftermarket and performance car parts on our website at the best prices. Mark, founder of Brand. Simple email, to the point, and gets people buying. So there you have it. Those 5 emails made between $3,000 and $5,000 in sales each. Now, here are a few takeaways before you leave. This email worked for any type of brand. So these were for a retailer brand. And you can adapt this to your typical e-commerce D2C brand, whatever you're selling, supplement, beauty, I don't know, glasses, cell phones, technology, gadgets, lights, microphones. I'm just naming what I'm seeing, refrigerators, books, whatever. You can apply this to anything, even if you're doing dropshipping, you can do this. Now, let me show you another final example here, and this will be for a hair loss prevention supplement. Let me show you. Subject line: you deserve better than thinning hair. Preview text: the secret behind 9 out of 10 men's hair regrowth success. And it goes like this. I see you. You're probably blaming yourself for that receding hairline. Or maybe you're thinking that hair loss is just a game of genetics and there's nothing you can really do about it. The truth? It's not your fault. Let me explain. Environment and lifestyle. Your hair has taken a beating from daily stress. It's not your choice to be surrounded by life's never-ending curveballs. Misinformation. The market's flooded with quick fixes and magic potions that overpromise and underdeliver. It's easy to be led astray when the promises sound so good. It's not your fault for hoping and trying. And generic treatments. Many treatments out there follow a one-size-fits-all mantra. Everyone's hair is different. Why should the solution be the same? The real issue, though, not tackling these issues in a slippery slope. You lose confidence every time you see more hair on your comb than on your head. These temporary solutions, they might cause long-term harm. Over time, as hair follicles weaken, it becomes harder and harder to reverse the damage. But don't worry, there's a silver lining. Brand has been a product of passion and science, born out of understanding these pain points. Our bespoke treatment plans, created with the help of the America's leading hair experts, are not just about regrowth, but about understanding you. How? With ingredients backed by 20 years of research, our solutions range from pharmaceutical drivers to botanical wonders, aiming to tackle hair loss from the root of the problem. No side effects, no genetic treatments, just a tailored approach that 9 out of 10 men swear by. In fact, the results speak louder than words, with notable differences in just months. And here we will include images, which, yes, it's fine to include a few, 1 or 2 images in text-based emails if we want to improve the impact of the email or make a point clear, like this. So in fact, the results speak louder than words, with noticeable difference in just months. So, if you're serious about changing the way you tackle hair loss and wish to step out with a fuller, healthier mane, then it's time to explore what Brand can do for you. Get started here. Your hair journey awaits. One regard, James of Brand, co-founder and hair enthusiast. So again, this is a different angle. So the one where more like, evergreen type of email. This is also an evergreen type of email. It's just that because of the nature of the brand, this is a supplement brand. We attack some of the pain points that they have, right? So it's a different approach. When you have a retailer brand, you can go with the approach that I show you, the other 5 emails, talking about what the market actually cares about, things that they are going to agree with. And then when you have brands like, let's say, supplements, the strategy is to talk about what's going on their mind. So, someone who's losing hair is gonna instantly agree with every single one of these points. Trust me, I know. And read the entire thing and get persuaded to buy. So this is another type of text-based email. This is more problem focused. But finally, I wanted to give you a strategy so you can implement this with your brand. So the cadence, how many emails should be sending? I would say you can easily send one email per day with this strategy. As you can see, each topic is different, so we're not repeating ourselves. It's content that your subscribers actually will look forward to receiving. So this passes the REF formula, which I always use to create emails. Emails have to be relevant, entertaining, and valuable. They have to be at least one of these: relevant, entertaining, valuable, REF formula. If there are two, better. If they have the three, relevant, entertaining, and valuable, your subscribers will just keep opening and buying from your emails non-stop, which is the kind of emails that we created. Now, again, I briefly talked about this already, but not necessarily every email has to be like the 5 emails that I show you, but could be market focused. So focused on the market, pain points, motivations, desires, fears. The ideas are endless, and you can create story-based emails. So for example, this email could have been the story of, John. John was experienced, hair loss, and he saw his hair falling after every shower and so on. We could say the same things in different ways. So story-based emails or testimonial-based emails. So grabbing a review of James and then saying, oh yes, what James is going through, everyone else is going through. That's why we developed this, and blah, blah, blah. You get the idea. And here's the thing though, when people talk about sending and creating engaging emails, this is what they need. Yet, most still rely only on designed emails because they know no better, to be honest. There's not much information out there about this type of emails on YouTube or courses or anywhere. So you're on the cutting edge by watching this video, as long as you apply everything that I'm teaching you. This is engaging emails. And just to show you some proof that this works, this is a result of campaigns we've sent on behalf of clients. And these things work. This thing, like I told you of the pros at the beginning of the video, will have higher open rates than normal because they are text-based. Email providers, Gmail, Yahoo prefer this type of emails. They give it priority in the inbox, so they land on the notification folder or the primary folder more often. And now the final question is, does this work for flows? And I think I already covered this a little bit, but let me expand. And the answer is absolutely it does. This works for flows and works even better. So this is the result of A/B test we set up inside of a flow. I think this was either a checkout abandonment flow or a welcome flow. So we set up a test to see which variation of text-based email performed better. So we created 3 different emails. We put that competing against what the client had in place, which I think was set up by another agency. So we let this test run and for some time, and as you can see, the best email got over 5 times the sales of what our client had in place, got almost 10 times that another version of a text-based emails we created. So this goes to show you how much more powerful text-based emails can be, and that this absolutely works in flows. And we have another test here. So this is a design email versus a hybrid email. So hybrid email has a design section at the top and then a text-based section at the bottom. The text-based section is just ugly HTML, so it's not designed, right? But there's a design section at the top. So this combined this combines the best of both worlds. So with the design section at the top, you improve your branding, you make your products look beautiful in the best way possible, you elevate your positioning with a premium feel and all of that. And then at the bottom, you have more persuasion through more words and better copywriting. So it's the best of both worlds, and also has the benefit of improved email deliverability. So hybrid emails, well, you can see it here, has leads to more open rates than design section, that designed emails, sorry. Now in this test, again, their difference was almost 10 to 1. So 10,000 versus $1,000 in sales. To be fair, there might be an outlier here in terms of the sales or not, but the thing is that this email led to 10 sales, this one led to 18 sales, so at least it's twice the sales. Maybe even it's improving the average order value because it's getting people to trust us more, so it's a double win. Maybe that's why it led to almost 10 times more sales. I don't know. The thing is, these things work. So just don't go off with your day after this video, but apply it. Now, last note, if your brand is doing over $200,000 a month and you want us to do this for you, take care of your campaigns with this strategy, but also your flows, basically putting your flows on steroids, on that Lance Armstrong juice, then there's gonna be a link below to schedule a strategy session to see if this will work for you. We are a small team, lean and mean team. So we work with a few brands at a time. So there's gonna be a link in the description, and that's gonna take you either to a calendar link to book a call with me, or a page where you can sign up in a waitlist. Okay, so that's gonna be in the description. Else, if you are a freelancer, a copywriter, or an agency, subscribe to Email Moneytopia, which is my email newsletter for more of my tip. The link is gonna be in the description. Hasta la vista.